Welcome to Geological Time Travelers. Today we explore a primeval forest where ancient secrets hide deep within the untouched caves. Deep in this uncharted territory, a dedicated geological survey team prepares to deploy the most advanced scanning technology ever created. They use powerful lasers to map the hidden landscape below the dense canopy, revealing structures that human eyes cannot see. The digital screen displays a complex three-dimensional map of the dark forest floor, exposing every rock and giant root. The technicians monitor the incoming data streams carefully, ensuring that every inch of the mysterious terrain is recorded with precision. Suddenly, the chief engineer notices a strange anomaly appearing on the glowing monitor that defies all known rules of biology. The advanced scanner detects a massive skeletal structure buried deep underground that does not match any modern animal alive today. Our lead paleontologist stares at the impossible data with wide eyes, realizing this discovery could rewrite the history of Earth. He orders the team to enhance the resolution, hoping to get a clearer picture of the mysterious underground fossil structure. The computer processes the complex algorithms slowly, revealing the terrifying shape of a creature that should not exist right now. But then, a chilling reality sets in, as the massive skeletal shape on the digital monitor actually begins to move. It is not a dead fossil, but a living, breathing entity, shifting its massive weight beneath the solid rock layers. Panic quickly spreads through the base camp as terrified technicians scramble to recalibrate their sensors and verify the impossible data. The warning lights flash red as the enormous, unknown entity slowly navigates through a narrow subterranean crevice beneath their feet. Everyone holds their breath, watching the screen in absolute silence as the creature slides deeper into the uncharted underground maze. The obsessed scientist opens his old notebook filled with extreme theories about ancient creatures that supposedly vanished millions of years. He has spent his entire career chasing ghosts and being mocked by the scientific community for his radical evolutionary ideas. He begins to connect the dots regarding the mysterious disappearances of large wild animals in this remote area for years. Local legends spoke of large deer being dragged into the endless darkness without a single sound echoing through the trees. Hunters often found massive blood trails that suddenly stopped at the edge of deep, rocky fissures without any logical explanation. He examines a photograph showing a massive footprint in the mud revealing 3 sharp toes instead of typical mammal paws. The middle toe features a distinct sickle-shaped claw deeply embedded in the soil, confirming his most terrifying scientific theory. He matches the footprint data with ancient anatomical models and realizes the creature belongs to the deadly family of raptors. These were the apex predators of their time, highly intelligent pack hunters that ruled the Earth with absolute lethal efficiency. Millions of years ago, a massive asteroid struck our planet, bringing fire and absolute destruction to the mighty dinosaur kingdom. The sky turned black with thick ash blocking out the sun and plunging the entire world into a freezing winter. Most species perished in the global catastrophe, unable to adapt to the sudden loss of vegetation and extreme freezing temperatures. However, a small group of highly intelligent feathered dinosaurs found refuge in a massive underground cave system to survive extinction. Deep within the Earth, they found a stable environment with geothermal heat and underground rivers teeming with blind cavefish. Over countless generations, in total darkness, their bright feathers shed away and were replaced by thick, pitch-black protective skin. Their new skin evolved to absorb almost all visible light, turning them into living shadows that stalk the deep caverns. Their eyes grew larger and adapted to see the infrared heat signatures of any living creature wandering into their domain. They lost the need to roar or communicate with loud sounds, developing a silent method of hunting in the dark. Back in the present, our brave scientist grabs his gear and heads toward the dark cave entrance to find answers. His terrified colleagues attempt to stop him, but His eyes show an unstoppable determination to uncover this ancient, hidden truth. He knows the extreme risks involved, but the chance to prove his life work is worth facing any deadly nightmare. He steps into the pitch-black abyss, where cold water drops fall silently from the ancient rocky ceiling above him. The air inside the cave is incredibly heavy, carrying a strange musky scent that triggers a primal fear within him. The narrow flashlight beam sweeps across the rough stone walls, revealing deep, terrifying scratch marks left by a powerful predator. These marks are fresh, proving that the ancient beasts regularly patrol these upper tunnels in search of wandering surface prey. Deep inside the earth, the space expands into a massive cavern filled with magnificent ancient stalactites hanging from the roof. The absolute silence of the underground world is deafening, making every single breath he takes sound like a loud storm. He carefully navigates through the treacherous rocky terrain, trying his best to avoid making any noise that might attract attention. He finds scattered bones of modern animals completely stripped of meat, proving that the ancient predators are actively hunting today. There are skulls of bears and wolves crushed by powerful jaws, demonstrating the terrifying bite force of the hidden creatures. A strange cold breeze blows through the cavern, carrying a metallic scent of blood that sends shivers down his spine. He slowly pans his flashlight across the darkness, but the powerful beam seems to be swallowed by the empty void. Unseen eyes watch his every move from the high rocky ledges, studying the fragile human intruder with cold, calculating intelligence. The scientist feels a heavy presence behind him, causing his heart to race as he slowly turns his head around. Nothing is there except the solid stone wall, but the overwhelming feeling of being hunted continues to grow much stronger. He realizes that his human senses are completely useless in this pitch-black environment where the ancient predators hold power. He notices a strange shadow detaching itself from the dark corner, moving with an eerie, fluid grace without any sound. The darkness itself seems to come alive, shifting and twisting into a physical form right at the edge of light. The creature does not roar or make a single noise because millions of years underground have taught it perfect silence. It steps into the dim edge of the light, revealing a terrifying silhouette that stands roughly at chest-height level. This is the descendant of the mighty raptors, a perfect biological killing machine adapted entirely for the dark subterranean world.
They don't match any
Its
known
pitch-black
civilization.
skin absorbs the flashlight beam, making it look like a walking hole in the fabric of reality. The muscular body is lean and perfectly designed for sudden, explosive movements capable of tearing a human apart in seconds. Two glowing eyes open in the darkness, reflecting infrared light and staring directly into the terrified soul of the scientist. The glowing eyes lack any familiar animal emotion, displaying only a cold and highly advanced predatory intelligence beyond human understanding. The scientist freezes in absolute terror, realizing that his weapon is completely useless against a creature that moves like shadows. His hands tremble as he slowly lowers his flashlight, not wanting to provoke the ancient beast standing right before him. The dinosaur tilts its head slightly, examining the human not as food, but as a curious anomaly in its territory. Its brain has evolved over millions of years, making it vastly more intelligent than any primate living on the surface. It slowly raises one foot, displaying the deadly sickle claw that has remained perfectly unchanged since the late Cretaceous period. The razor-sharp claw taps silently against the stone floor, sending a clear message of absolute dominance in this realm. The scientist drops his weapon to the ground, showing submission to the true ancient ruler of this dark underground domain. He knows that running would instantly trigger the predatory chase instinct, and he would not survive even a few seconds. The creature steps closer, and the human can see the intricate scales covering its face, resembling a dark, mythical dragon. They share a silent moment across millions of years of evolution, connecting two vastly different eras of the planet Earth. The dinosaur does not attack because it recognizes that this fragile human poses no real threat to its ancient lineage. It looks at him with ancient wisdom, viewing humanity as nothing more than a brief, passing chapter in planetary history. The scientist understands the silent message, realizing that dinosaurs never truly went extinct, but merely retreated into the deep shadows. They have been waiting patiently beneath our feet while humans built fragile cities and fought meaningless wars on the surface. The creature slowly backs away, melting seamlessly into the darkness without disturbing a single pebble on the cold cavern floor. The scientist is left alone in the heavy silence, his mind completely shattered by the profound truth he just witnessed. He falls to his knees, breathing heavily as the massive adrenaline rush slowly fades away, leaving him exhausted and terrified. He picks up his flashlight and begins the long walk back to the surface, forever changed by the silent encounter. Every shadow in the cave now feels alive, reminding him that he is merely a guest in a hostile world. As he emerges from the cave, the bright morning sun blinds him, contrasting sharply with the dark reality below ground. His team rushes toward him, asking countless questions, but he simply stares blankly at the vibrant green forest around them. He looks at the modern birds flying in the sky, realizing they are just the weak cousins of true monsters. The true rulers of Earth are still alive, waiting patiently in the dark for the perfect moment to return again. When humanity eventually destroys itself through war or climate change, the dark caves will open and the ancient kings return. They will step out into the sunlight, reclaiming their lost paradise and restoring the natural order of the ancient world. The scientist decides to delete all the scan data protecting the secret of the caves from the destructive human world. He knows that if the military discovers these creatures, they will try to weaponize them and bring absolute global disaster. He sneaks into the command tent and quietly erases the entire database, ensuring the ancient shadows remain hidden forevermore. He packs his bags and leaves the forest, knowing that some mysteries are simply too dangerous for humanity to uncover. The expedition is officially declared a failure due to mysterious equipment malfunctions, and the team slowly packs up their gear. As the helicopters fly away, the camera pans down through the thick forest canopy, revealing the dark entrance once again. Deep underground, a massive pack of these dark creatures gathers in the massive cavern, waiting for their time to rise. They are the ultimate survivors of planetary extinction, possessing patience that outlasts the brief and arrogant existence of human civilization. The Earth does not belong to us. It is merely on loan until the original owners decide to take it. We build our concrete empires completely unaware of the glowing eyes watching us from the deep cracks in the earth. The scientist spends the rest of his life writing fictional books, hiding the terrifying truth within pages of science fiction. He frequently looks out of his window at night, wondering how many shadows in the dark are actually watching him. The legacy of the dinosaurs is not found in dusty museum bones, but in the living, breathing darkness below us. Nature always finds a way to survive, and evolution never stops working, even in the complete absence of solar light. The deep caves of the world remain largely unexplored, hiding countless biological secrets that challenge our understanding of natural history. Perhaps it is better that we remain ignorant of the monsters lurking below, allowing us to sleep peacefully at night. The balance of our planet is extremely fragile, and human dominance is nothing but a temporary illusion of modern power. When the next global catastrophe strikes, humanity will perish, but the children of the dark will effortlessly survive once again. They will inherit a purified Earth, free from pollution and concrete, ready to rebuild their ancient empire under the sun. Until that day arrives, they will remain the silent guardians of the deep Earth, watching our foolish mistakes with amusement. The story of the Earth is written in stone and shadows, reminding us to respect the hidden forces of nature. We must tread carefully upon this planet, knowing that we are constantly being evaluated by the ghosts of the past. The primeval forest stands tall, hiding its dark secret beneath the roots, waiting for the inevitable turning of the ages. Thank you for joining us on this terrifying journey into the unknown depths of planetary history and evolutionary biological secrets. We hope this story reminds you to look at the shadows differently and respect the ancient mysteries of our world.
Please remember to subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed exploring the dark, hidden secrets of our beautiful planet. This is Geological Time Travelers signing off, reminding you that the past is never truly dead, but always watching silently.